Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be discussing how to improve your aiming skill in any FPS game by developing consistency and confidence to improve your performance out in the field and hopefully have more fun while at it. The reason I'm making this video guide is because I myself enjoy FPS games, and I enjoy the competitive aspect of gaming. After spending time researching ways to improve, I wanted to make a guide to share my findings with the people who may have similar aspirations and enjoy FPS games too. I mainly play games such as CSGO and Battlefield, but the tips I will be discussing here apply to any FPS game you want to improve in yourself, as they are transferable skills that will give you an advantage over your opponent. The first and most important thing you need to know and understand is repetition. It is used to develop your skill and consistency. The more you practice, the better you will get, and with increasing skill, you will become more confident. But at the same time, to use an analogy here, you can spend 5 hours at the gym every day and make no progress due to the lack of knowledge, technique and intensity. So we need to understand how to train to be successful. When practicing your aim, I've compiled a few ways to help you isolate your aim training that will help improve with small time investments on a regular basis. The first thing I'll be talking about is aim training software such as Kovaak The Meta, AimTastic and AimLab. These programs are dedicated to help you practice your reflexes, accuracy and speed in an isolated environment, with lack of pressure to dying to a real opponent. You can choose many different maps to practice skills such as flicking, eye to crosshair coordination, target tracing and pressure aiming. Here you can see the examples of pressured aiming and flicking skill on multiple targets appearing around the arena, which will help you develop your eye to crosshair coordination and reflexes. What I mean by this, once a target appears on your screen, you'll be working on moving the crosshair from one target to another. Depending on your current level of skill, this may be a higher or lower level of speed. For beginners and people who struggle to flick the crosshair on target, I suggest choosing lower difficulty maps and focusing more on the precision of your flicks, rather than instantly trying to train speed and accuracy. As you practice over time, you should increase the speed at which you are training and find higher difficulty maps. Once you reach the highest difficulty maps available, you should continue to train as frequently as possible and start to practice at in-game speed. The term game speed should be fairly self-explanatory, but the main goal of this is to practice aiming and flicking at the highest speed you can, so that when you're in game and under pressure, your muscle memory and training will kick in as a second instinct, so that you will no longer need to think about your actions during the moment, but act on reflex. What you are seeing now is target tracing, which is an important skill as you will come across a lot of moving enemies. Being more accurate versus moving targets will help you rack up more free kills on unsuspecting enemies, also win more gunfights as your targets may be sidestepping or moving while shooting. Using maps with different speeds of moving targets and various elevation allows you to practice your coordination and accuracy, as you will be able to simulate the random variable of your enemy showing up in different locations around you as the environment may allow. To begin with, you should practice your aiming on the body to build accuracy and consistency, and move on to aiming for the head on the practice dummies to challenge yourself. Practicing headshots will help you become even more accurate and efficient in games, which in return is more likely to kill your target faster than they can kill you if you don't miss your shots. Furthermore, when training your aim, you're improving your perception as you are bombarded with targets which you need to analyze and react to. In the pressured aiming, you may need to find the most imminent danger and eliminate it, similarly as you would in a game. The simulators help you to strengthen your perception and enhance your reflexes and situational awareness. The cognition is highly important when entering the real PvP environment. You will be facing many people with experience and skill who may overpower you. This is the reason why only training aim and reflexes won't make you a better player instantly. In order to improve, you will need to invest more time into playing the game which you are interested in, and over time you will gain more knowledge about the maps, tactics and game sense, which you can only learn through experience and hours of grinding in game. It is important to isolate your aim training and it will boost your performance, while it is crucial that you analyze how you can improve in-game by identifying the mistakes that you're making and learn from them. Just like everyone always says, practice makes perfect. Additionally, playing around on maps with bots or using sandbox maps to warm up may help you improve your aim before going into multiplayer matches. As you are preparing to be active, this allows your hands to start coordinating with your perception, or even helps you to warm your hands up and increase blood circulation, which is similar to athletes stretching and warming up pre-game before doing explosive and fast movements to prevent the chances of injury and help increase their performance. I myself would usually kill 500 bots in CSGO workshop reflex maps before going into online matches to be prepared and ready to be competitive. One of the biggest learning curves I had to overcome when I started playing CSGO was the recoil. Coming from a game like Call of Duty, I never really experienced the harsh instability of a gun shooting, frantically moving horizontally and vertically while spraying. But depending on the distance of your target, you may want to consider tap firing or burst firing, which may be more accurate at long ranges than spraying. You can practice this on bots and target practice ranges and adapt your firing technique according to the situation you are facing in live action. An extra tip to help you improve should be placing your crosshair where you're looking. As you notice in this clip, I am aiming where I expect my enemy to be, but in a real situation you need to be more precise, as your enemy isn't a bot and may decide to choose a more tactical location or advance towards you. Unlike these bots staying at a distance from a choke point, keeping your crosshair at headshot level should help you reach the enemies faster, needing less time to close the distance between the point you're aiming at and moving the enemy. This helps you stay actively focused as you're moving your crosshair to the right direction and elevation, as if expecting the enemy to suddenly appear there. This used to be something I was guilty of too often myself, and sometimes still find myself doing it, running while placing my crosshair on the ground. This is a bad habit, which is hard to get rid of, but once you are conscious of it, it is easily correctable. The most important thing you should take away from this video is that hard work pays off. Some people out there may be more talented than you, but from experience, hard work always beats raw talent in the long run. In my opinion, you should train your aiming at least 15 to 30 minutes daily, outside of the game that you want to improve in. But remember, the more time you invest into the game, the bigger results you will get. With these aiming training tips, you should be able to build an advantage over your opponent, and I'll make a video regarding playstyle and strategy guide soon. I hope that you found these suggestions useful, and you have any ideas of your own that you'd like to share, leave them in the comments down below, so that we can all develop stronger together. If you like this video and want to see more helpful tips and guides, subscribe to my channel, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, check out some of my montages and Let's Play series. And now, I wish you all a good day or night, wherever you may be.